Hey there, Denise Matteau here, the one, the only, the original cheap phone ninja for CPN News. And I have this month's newsletter just about ready to roll out. We're going to add in one small article on needlework, but the main article, our political essay, is ready. I'm going to read it to you. The Crimson Color of America. It was while reading a 10-year-old article in Harvard Magazine that I experienced an epiphany. It was about today's American political scene, the chaotic cries of fake news, the identical accusations of Russian conspiracy, the staged riots and counter-riots. The article I was reading was a commentary on Jerome Corsi, a political writer who has been an eccentric in American politics since he gave John Kerry a swift kick in the butt with his book Unfit for Command in 2004. I was reading about Corsi's Harvard doctoral thesis, 1972 is when he did that, titled Prior Restraint, Prior Punishment, and Political Dissent, a Moral and Legal Evaluation. I have been able to read about this obscure thesis, but I have not been able to find a copy of the mysterious scholarly work to read myself. The magazine article was titled, Politicking as Crimson-Hued Blood Sport. There are so many layers of irony here. Not only was Harvard the launching pad for Jerome Corsi in 1972, but also for Barack Obama in 1991. The animosity between these two figures and their supporters is legendary. While Corsi was taking a scholarly look at the political violence of the late 1960s, Obama was a young boy whose future mentor, Bill Ayers, was planning terrorist bombings as a member of the Weather Underground. One can only speculate about the relationship of Corsi's PhD thesis to his eventual emergence as an author of polemical works that seem to be a driving force in America's chaotic right-wing movements. The epiphany I experienced is this. Jerome Corsi's books are feeding a left-wing as much as a right-wing population, and they leave the political movements no choice but to eliminate the NFL. Yes, indeed, the NFL, the National Football League. I say this because Corsi's thesis might not have been a scholarly work of political theory at all, but it might have been a game book, a kind of Hoyle's rules for the modern elite war games, a coach's manual for team management for the games that have always been the elite's NFL, their blood sports. For as long as society can channel violence into a symbolic ritual game like football, the bored and jaded elite will find it hard to interest the common folk in the real unchanneled blood sport of war. This is because even international warfare no longer satisfies elite appetites, having become the arena of technicians and scientists. But along comes Jerome Corsi with a book that, whether factually true or not, attacked the legitimacy of Barack Obama's birth. It stands as the elite Harvard form of fighters boxing ring trash talk, playing the dozens perfectly with the traditional opening shout of "Yo Mama." Thus was born the truther movement as well, perhaps, as the Tea Party, and thus was launched a whole new era in American and even global politics. There. The first article is done. I overcame months of writer's block and craziness, and somebody sent me the typewriter, and it is really, I'm sending it out as is. It's got all the marks of a manual typewriter, and I decided that this is kind of like an art form, a kind of in-your-face to the technology of internet communication. Ordinary lick the glue stamps on paper envelopes and a manually typed, I'm going to make Xerox copies. I'm not going to type every copy, of course. I'll make Xerox copies of this, and that'll be the newsletter. You can get it free by just sending self-addressed stamped envelopes to CPN News. I've got the post office box in the description. Or you can send a one-time donation through my PayPal link. Or if you would like to become a member of my 100 Sustaining Members Club, send me an email, and the address for the newsletter is cheapphoneninjah@gmail.com. It's me. I'm the only one who gets that email, but that's to go with the newsletter. And send me an email and ask in it to be put in the 100 Club. I will then send you an invitation from my Amazon wallet to put a monthly donation. The amount on Amazon is $5 or any other amount that you want to change it to. And it will say monthly. And if you do that, that money goes to Amazon. I mean, it goes to my account, and I spend it in Amazon because that's where I buy things like my typewriter ribbons, vintage typewriter ribbons for this thing, and quilting supplies, electronic supplies for my channel, and so on. And that Sustainers Club will bring in a nice chunk of change. I'm looking at a budget of $500 a month to run the entire channel. And but as I say, the newsletter is free. Everything that we do here is free. I'm not putting anything behind a paywall. You can watch my videos for free. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to get the print form for free. And I appreciate it because if you take a video link and share it out in your favorite, Twitter, Facebook, whatever other forum you go into, any of these special forums that people like to hang out in, throw links to my videos in and get me some more subscribers to the channel. And that's every bit as good as a financial donation because it all helps to build. And I've got other channels. If you look around, you'll notice that I have the Truth Convoy channel. That's my main channel. And I also have some arts and crafts. And people are in, building each other's channels up with this kind of shout-out system. So God bless you. I appreciate everything. I appreciate just the whole life we're allowed to live. Right now, we can worry and we can complain, but these are very interesting times to live in. Denise Matteau, the one, the only, the original cheap phone ninja for CPN News. God bless you all. Over and out.